Today we're going to be talking about the new Netflix film All Together Now, so let's get started. An optimistic high schooler with musical aspirations must learn to accept her help from her friends to overcome her personal hardships and fulfill her dreams. Don't let this heartwarming poster fool you for this movie. This is a devastating, heartbreaking, heartwarming film that I just did not expect. This film stars Ali Kavayu from Moana. She was the voice of Moana. We haven't seen her do much since that movie, and she is such a talented actress. I don't want to spoil things within this movie. If you go to a movie theater, there's sometimes older people, they see a drama and there's a certain scene and they go, oh no, like really loud, and you just hear it from them. I've never done that until now. I watched this film and there was a certain scene and I just said out loud, oh no. And I was really surprised with myself, but this film really just hits you hard with the emotions. And Amber is dealing with a lot. There's a lot of things that are weighing her down. She has to try to overcome things. She has a lot of great friends, but she also has to learn to accept their help. And so in this movie, there's a lot of just devastating things that happen to Amber within the movie, and her friends are there to help her. So the journey of her trying to accept help ultimately is a big part in the movie and an inspiration for this title, All Together Now. So everybody is getting together to help her with things that are happening within her life. I really like the title. When you watch the end of the movie, the title absolutely makes sense, and the poster makes sense for it too. But if you see the poster first without knowing anything about it, you might think that it is a fun, upbeat teen movie. But let me tell you, it is not that kind of film. I cried in this film. I did. It's been a while since I've cried in a film, but this movie, the emotions felt so real. Everything in this movie just felt so realistic. Ali Kavayu is such a talented actress. She was so good in Moana, really doing her best to bring that character to life. And here, she has so much that she has to deal with. And all of the scenes, the emotional scenes within the movie, are handled so perfectly. She's so good in this movie. I'm sad that she didn't do much after Moana, because that came out, I think, like the end of 2016. So it's been a while since I've seen her do something. But she has the talent. She's so good in this movie. And everybody within the film just feels her light in the room. She is such a good spirit within this movie, and she wants to try to do things on her own, and everybody just plays off of her so well. Like I said, this movie is very devastating, but there is moments within this movie that are very heartwarming and kind of lift your spirits up. And those moments are just as impactful as the dramatic moments within the film. And they feel so deserving and rewarding at the end when you have these moments that are uplifting and rewarding for the character, because you are rooting for her. You want her to succeed. You want her to live a good life. And she's just not doing that throughout the film. And when we have moments of her friends helping her and watching her reaction, it's so powerful, it's so sweet, it's so uplifting, and those moments just work so well in the film. I was not expecting too much from this film. Like I said, I just looked at the poster, expected a teen film, and it's not that at all. So part of me was like, it was not expecting much. Maybe that the emotional moments hit harder than if I knew what the film was about, but not knowing anything about the film, not even the synopsis, just looking at this poster, I thought something completely different, and it's one of the best Netflix films I have seen this year. The acting is so good. The story is so emotional. It's also very rewarding at the end of the film. It's funny at times, too. We have Fred Armisen in the film, and there's just something about really good actors who play teachers who give just a nice speech to someone who is struggling with something. We had Paul Rudd, who was in Perks of Being a Wallflower, and his moment was very impactful to that movie. And Fred Armisen, for having a limited role in here, he had an impact on Amber, and I really enjoyed his performance. So All Together Now was a huge surprise and is one of the most rewarding, satisfying, devastating films I have seen this year. I don't usually react out loud to movies. I don't cheer for films. I don't clap my hands during films when I'm laughing. I hardly ever kind of just speak out loud when watching a movie. But there's just one scene where I just went, oh no, and I just felt that one moment within the film. I hope you guys liked the film. I really did enjoy it. There is so many good moments within this film. But please do not go into it thinking that it is a teen comedy, because it is not. I'm going to go ahead and give All Together Now an A. Thank you guys for my review for All Together Now. Check it out when it hits Netflix this Friday. Stay tuned for more up and coming Netflix content. You guys are the best as always. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.